Hey, what is up guys, my name is Nort, and in today's video I have something very interesting to discuss with you, but before I do so, I just want to apologize. I did break my PC just yesterday trying to rebuild it, so I'm using my laptop to record these videos on, hence why my voice might sound a little bit quieter, it might sound a little bit louder, the audio quality or anything like that. If you notice anything different, that is because I'm editing on my laptop, but don't worry, I'll have my PC fixed by tomorrow. But with that said, let's get into the very interesting topic of whatever happened to the missing vehicles in the Lowriders DLC. So we already know that there are going to be half a dozen new vehicles released in the Lowriders update, which is coming of course in 2 days time. Now within this update we already know a few things Rockstar Games decided to announce. We got 6 new vehicles, we have 2 new weapons, we have a whole bunch of new clothing, and of course a new Motorworks shop, now dubbed under Benny's Motorworks. Now this is what a lot of players would consider as kind of revolutionizing the game. This has changed the online world. It is a huge update, but something I want to discuss is if we backtrack around 3 months ago, there was a leak for this update, which was found in the game files. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe the person behind this leak, or at least the person who informed me of this leak, was known as FunMW2. I'll leave a link in the description below, but within this leak, he discussed how they found 12 new cars, a whole bunch of new weapons, a whole bunch of new clothing items, as well as Le Mans missions. Now, these Le Mans missions weren't really kind of considered to be in online. A lot of players thought they were going to be in single player, but nonetheless, within this whole group of coding, there were new Le Mans missions, 12 new cars, as well as everything else we see in the Lowriders update. What makes this even more of a coincidence is that this kind of code section was dubbed under the name Low in the coding. Alongside this, loads of players decided to speculate what this DLC would be called, and that's where the name Lowriders came from. And then what do we know? A few months later, Rockstar Games announced the Lowriders DLC, which contains everything which was leaked in these files, apart from the other 6 vehicles, because of course 12 vehicles were found in the files, but only 6 were released in this DLC. So what I'm going to do is put on the screen right now the 12 vehicles which were leaked out just a few months ago, and I'm going to split them in half to tell you exactly what we are receiving in 2 days time and what we are not receiving in 2 days time. So what we are receiving in the Lowriders update is the Topless Buccaneer, the Moonbeam, the Chino, the Faction, the Voodoo, and the Primo. What wasn't released in this update was the Faction, the Sabre GT, the Virgo, another variation of the Virgo, the Tornado, and the Slam Van. Now of course some of these vehicles are already in the game, and some of them are just variants of the same vehicle, but nonetheless this list has been split in half for what looks to be a 2-part update. We've seen this before with the Ill-Gotten Gains Part 1 and the Part 2 update, and we may see this again. Before I carry on, I just want to mention that I am all for the Lowriders update. I am all for that update, and I don't want to be discussing any other random potential updates we're going to be getting in the future. But this list right here pretty much confirms we are going to be seeing a Part 2 to this update, and although we haven't even seen the Part 1 to the update, the entire Part 1 of the Lowriders update pretty much sets up another update alongside it. And the reason why I say that is because we have a whole new mod shop to customize a small amount of vehicles in GTA 5. So as a result of this, I think it would make perfect sense to release these other 6 vehicles which were in the same section as the Lowriders update at some point in the future, maybe in a month's time in November. However, I want to know your thoughts on this, guys. Do you think we're going to be seeing a Part 2 to the Lowriders update? Like I said, I do not want to be bringing up wild speculations. This is merely just stating the facts of what was discovered when this update was discovered in the files of Grand Theft Auto 5. Anyway, guys, I want to know your thoughts down in the comment section below. If you did enjoy this video, then liking the ratings below would be very much appreciated. In addition, I do recommend you guys subscribe to my channel so you never miss out on any more Grand Theft Auto 5 content every single day. But guys, my name is Nort. I hope you did enjoy, and I'll see you all next time.